never thought I'd have it. Ooh, getting lost inside your eyes like
Sup, bitch ass motherfuckers? We in there!
Raise your hands up high.
I'm a techno rocker. I'm a techno rocker. I'm a techno rocker.
Raise your hands up high.
I'm a techno rocker. I'm a techno rocker. I'm a techno rocker.
Raise your hands up high.
I'm a techno rocker. I'm a techno rocker. I'm a techno rocker. I'm a techno rocker.
We have a 56K modem. It won't be a problem.
Everybody looking at me like it's not fair.
You know what I want before the night is over. You know what I want before the night is over. Just come closer. Closer. I see you're a sinner. Baby, so am I. The lights are getting dimmer. And the stars have all aligned. Can we stop pretending? You know where this ends. Give in to the feeling. Just let me be your friend. So light me up. This feeling about to take over. You know what I want before the night is over. You know what I want before the night is over. Just come closer. Closer. I see you're a sinner. Baby, so am I. The lights are getting dimmer. And the stars have all aligned. Can we stop pretending? You know where this ends.
Alright, we're getting in there.
Give in to the feeling. Just let me be your friend. So light me up. This feeling about to take over. You know what I want before the night is over. You know what I want.
You know what I want? I want your mama to stop making them nasty ass cookies. I like raisin.
Come closer.
Who the fuck likes raisin cookies though? You need to kill yourself. All right, I'm just kidding. I actually like raisin cookies myself.
Them oatmeal raisins. You don't know till you work at McDonald's. Yeah.
Amen to that. But hey, what up? We got a first timer in the building, bro. We got motherfucking Leaux in the building. What's up?
What up?
And y'all might be privy to this motherfucker because last weekend we played her song at the very end, and that shit was, bruh. That shit was cron, bro. And that's one of my favorite things about, being in the studio, period, with not even being a producer and engineer, is when you finally get that refreshing breath of fresh air, which is a talented artist that actually is good. Because, man,
appreciate that.
I mean, dude, when they say a dime a dozen, that's pretty much rappers, period. Good ones, they're that 11th and 12th, out of every 10. Talent is hard to find, man. And to be honest with you, like your specific like style or genre of music, that if you were like put it into a category, is not necessarily my bag, but the way you do it is perfection. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know from sitting behind the ones and twos that you made sure that every bar was on point, but I would have been able to tell that from just being a listener. Like, it didn't sound like it was like what's the word? Fucking when you're improv. It didn't sound like improvised. You know what I'm saying? It sounded like well planned out. You know what I'm saying? And plus, you got a good voice. But we was talking earlier. You come from a music family. You spoiled.
I do.
Hey, but what was the last big festival you went to around this bitch?
Oh man, so the last big festival I went to was Rolling Loud, Miami.
Woo.
I done been to like 4 Rolling Louds in like the past 3 years, but it was super lit. It was crazy. I met Bun B, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I was like, literally, I was walking through the festival and
Hell of a voice.
Yeah, he got like a burger restaurant or something.
Really?
He was like just walking through on some super cool shit, delivering burgers and shit. And like, I happened to catch him like walking through and Rolling Loud. It's like a bunch of kids, so they don't really know who Bun B was.
Yeah,
so he was
of course. So
walking through, nobody saying nothing.
He just fine.
Yeah, I looked at my boy. I'm like, bro, that's Bun B, bro. Am I tripping? He like, I don't know. I'm like following him. And I ain't want to like touch him or nothing, and like, so I'm like, excuse me, sir. He like, yeah. I'm like, are you Bun B? He just like shook his head, like, like, can I get a picture with you? Like, yeah.
To be honest with you, I don't think I'd ever get sick of that. I know a lot of artists probably like, as long as it ain't like, I'm in the middle of taking a piss at the stall,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, or like breastfeeding my kid, you know what I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
you see my titties out, bro?
Yeah,
It's like,
right.
leave me alone. No, for real though, man. Like, I've heard stories about people, declining fucking just a dap and shit. Like, come
Yeah.
on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, actually, I've heard a story. I'm not gonna say no names out loud, but it's actually an artist that I kind of respect and that I've done some work with. But they got super big and they acted like it to one of my closest associates. And the story he told was like, it made me rethink how I like their music.
Damn.
Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna tell the whole story because it'd probably be too obvious who it is. But long story short, a person paid a lot of money to meet this person. And they spent the entire time that they had with the VIP or whatever kind of like excluded from the actual person he was supposed to see, period. And at the end of the night, the motherfucker is kind of like, oh, what the fuck you even doing here?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, like, I paid $300 to be back here, motherfucker. That's what I'm doing back here.
Right.
$300 worth of seeing your ugly ass.
Right.
I'm regretting that every second of it now.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I will tell these stories, and y'all have heard them 1,000 times, almost to nauseum, but fuck Lazy Bone and fuck Lil White. You know what I'm saying? Both of them motherfuckers can eat 17,000 dicks in front of their mother. That's all I got to say. But there's a lot of dope people, because Crazy Bone, the complete opposite of Lazy Bone. Lazy Bone is a double booking, unworthy piece of shit. Like, you know how hard it is to listen to fucking Bone Thugs now? Because I love Crazy Bone. Busy Bone's okay. And, he's fast, but he's got an annoying voice sometimes. And then Wishbone is just trash. Everything about him, his fucking style's garbage, his voice is trash. He doesn't belong. He's a sore thumb. And Lazy Bone used to be kind of my saving grace, because I'd be like, okay, well, at least there's a good Lazy Bone song, your verse on here. But after that, One Night in Ohio, I'm like, next time I see you, I might cave your bird chest in. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what happened? Oh, I went to Detroit and got punched in the mouth for being a fucking cocksucker. Lil White, I ain't got nothing like too bad against the guy. Besides, he's a complainy ass dickhead. He got paid a lot of money to do half of a job. You know what I'm saying? First of all, when you hear Lil White, the first thing you're going to expect him to perform is Oxycontin Xanax bars. He did not perform that. First of all. Second of all the songs he did perform, he only performed like 1 minute and 20 seconds of it. And he performed about 7 or 8 minutes under the time he got paid to do. And he complained the fucking entire time. And as soon as he got off stage, he left and went back to his state. Yeah. Like, bro, let me tell you an opposite adventure, right? Jelly Roll. Super famous right now, right? We're talking about 2017. Not that famous Jelly Roll. You know what I'm saying? But my man's, he got paid, $1,700 to headline this show in some, like, fucking butthole-ass fucking bar. And he didn't complain about it at all. Not only did he get paid to do 35 minutes and he did 45, but... he waited till the show was nice and cleared out, and he closed the bar with us. With all the artists that opened up with him, he closed the bar with us. You know what I'm saying? Jelly was the shit at every show I saw him in the small whatever. Yeah, dude. The man's is on point, bro.
Cool. They said he about to like come to the Genesee County Jail and visit with the inmates.
Yeah, no, he does stuff like that all the time.
Yeah.
We need to get Cody up in this bitch. Where the fuck is Cody at? Where the fuck is my promo team? You goddamn bastards! No, so you asked me the question earlier, and my answer was Big Pun, Big L, Eminem, Tech 9. But what was your like introduction to hip hop?
Well, my introduction, like I said, it was Lil Bow Wow.
Oh yeah.
To be honest with you, man, like I was a little kid, and I had like this like Lil Bow Wow's first CD, and I literally played it so much my dad would like hide it, and I had a cousin who would like he knew my dad would hide it, so every time he got in the car, he'll pull the CD out and be like, "Look what I found, Alex." And I'd be like, "Yeah." Like,
that G shit.
So I like him. And then I grew up heavy on like R&B. My parents older, so I listened to like a lot of old school R&B music, soul music. And then as far as hip hop, like I was real influenced by my older cousins and shit, so I listened to like T.I.
Ooh.
I listened to like
I'm a bankhead. I'm gonna take your cookie.
I used to listen to Lupe Fiasco super
Hey,
heavy. I love
Skateboard
Lupe
King.
Fiasco. When I was like old enough to start getting on my own shit, I really got heavy into Kanye. I got heavy into Common. I like went through like a real, I don't know what you call it, like backpack or like conscious rap kind of phase. Was listening to a lot of that, and then
there we go.
Start getting into like Drake and.
All right, now we're starting to boost up in this bitch, and like, look, Lupe Fiasco, he had this whole like 2-year era where every time I heard his name, it was attached to controversy, and none of it had to do with him.
Oh,
it was just somebody hating him or like somebody like.
That's crazy.
Yeah, somebody bringing up his name, but it wasn't him himself. I think it was like 2006 and 2007 or something like that. Yeah. But for like 2 years, he was in my feed like at all times. Like, dude, what's going on with this man?
I used to love Lupe for sure.
All right, where were you when you first heard your first Lil Jon song?
Bro, probably either in the car, on the radio.
All right, you don't have to tell me where
like,
you were, but like give me a memory connected to a Lil Jon song.
Bro, the school dances. Listen, like literally elementary and middle school dances are like, anytime we had a DJ, they definitely playing To the Window, To the Wall.
Usher,
and it's like, bro, that is like, I was a little kid. I'm only 26, so I was like a little kid at this time. But I was just talking to somebody the other day, like, they was talking about how all the music we listen to nowadays is quote-unquote bullshit music. And I'm like, bro, they was literally listening to fucking Lil Jon and the Yin Yang Twins when we was kids. We was listening To the Window, To the Wall, to the sweat drop down my balls. And it was like,
hey,
this
bro,
shit is great.
I mean, if you think about it, every single era can say that.
Yeah.
Every single era can say that they did it better or a different way than the others. And yeah, there is clear differences. Because, all right, like, let's do an example, right? Let's go back to the mind of the people in the 70s coming into the 80s, and you got hairband metal. You know what I'm saying? They're playing like super fast math arpeggiations and shit, and people are like, that's not metal, that's math.
Yeah.
And then people are like, yeah, but that's good music. You know what I'm saying? And then the next generation, us, we get like Metallica and Pantera and Offspring, and we're like fucking hair bands, bro. AC/DC, bro. What do you suck cock? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you like snorting fucking pelvises or something? You know, but then you keep on going, and now motherfuckers like laugh in your face if you like Rob Zombie. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, hip hop is a little bit different of an animal because with metal and stuff like that, it's really easy to just enjoy your playlist, to just like flip around between the genres or the different levels of, like, you know, you got soft rock all the way to heavy metal. Yeah. But when it comes to hip hop, there is just bars. So, you know, some people don't really care about the content as much as like the overall sound. Yeah. And that's the new generation. You know, the newest generation, they're more keen about how the song sounds rather than how it feels when you hear it.
Yeah. But sometimes it's not always the lyrics that's the feeling. Sometimes it be the beat. Sometimes shit just...
Don't say he's jealous you met Bun B at Rolling Loud.
Yeah, that was...
Did you say that shit was in Florida too?
Yeah, it was in Miami.
Yeah, that was right down the street from you, you dirty bitch. Your ass didn't make it. All right. Well, here's a good one. What beef did you follow the most out of all the rapper beefs? Which one's the most interesting?
I thought, like, probably Drake and Meek Mill was crazy.
That was fun. They had like 6 back-to-backs.
Yeah. Like the Drake, like I told you earlier, it was a Drake and Common beef when I was a kid. On some real random shit, man. And it was like they had a couple. That Stay Scheming song was like a Common diss song, like.
Well, you know, Eminem and ICP was the big one. That was like what everybody's really talking about. But the one that I was the most interested in was Cypress Hill versus Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Because
Ice Cube and Common.
Oh yeah.
Also a crazy feud.
I forgot they even got into it. But like the whole Cypress Hill Ice Cube beef, it was all over a style.
Yeah.
Like, but there's no like lyrics stolen. There was no like nobody shot. It was just I did that type of thing first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what? I do it better.
Yeah.
And that was the argument. And it was just like such a weird beef because it wasn't violent at all, and it had like subliminals. It wasn't like with Drake and Meek Mills. You had songs.
Yeah.
You could listen to the entire track and it's not no subliminal shit. You know where it is.
I feel you.
But you know, for that specific beef, it was a lot of like you have to wait till the album comes out, listen to the whole thing, and you might hear some nuggets in there. You know.
Yeah.
Because you know,
it's a different era.
ICP or not ICP, but Eminem and Esham had a thing too, and my uncle was like a really big Esham fan. And I remember every time when Esham dropped something where he did some type of diss on Eminem, that's all my uncle would talk about for like weeks straight. Yeah. He'd be like, Haley's in a coma, Haley's in a coma, I smell the aroma of a dead body, chemical imbalance, chemical imbalance. I'd be like, he just said Haley's name. It's not even really that dope. I'm just talking shit. No, shout out to Esham, bro, Detroit legend. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like, I feel like the beefs nowadays are kind of constructed to, because like the Eminem MGK, can you really call that a beef? That was a career-ending catastrophe. Like MGK fucked himself over because you know what?
You can't beef with somebody like that.
As an old school original day one Eminem fan, I have to honestly say that MGK had the most legitimate bars in a diss against Eminem. I'm not saying that he won. I'm saying that out of Benzino and Ja Rule and all them fucking faggots, they literally, none of them ever brought anything that was like, oh shit. And I'm not saying MGK had me rolling over either, but I made a couple stinky faces. I was like, ooh, he said that,
bro.
Oh shit, we got some.
When I was a kid, Eminem dissed Mariah Carey, bro. Eminem and Mariah Carey was beefing.
Yeah, dude, that was actually funny as fuck. Because that was
crazy.
On the Relapse, he dropped that one track where he was like, fucking Nick Cannon better back the fuck off. Oh, shit. All right, hold on. Let me check these comments because they rolling. Let's see. Here we go, baby. Oh, yo, what's up, my rap son? Rolling Loud started in Miami. Yo, I'm here. You better be here, Chris Dukleys. What's up, Chris Dukes? MGK still selling mad shows. Man, fuck MGK. I'm just kidding. No, for real though. No, how do you get kicked out of hip hop, go to fucking rock, and then diss Slipknot almost and get kicked out of rock again? Yeah, his ass trying to come back to hip hop, and everybody like, nah, bro, we saw you in pink and wearing nail polish, bro. You better go sign over there. And you know what's crazy is like, you know what we really need? You know what the world really needs? Truly, a flamboyant, super gay, but dope ass rapper. Like an undeniably sick rapper. Like imagine if Lil Nas X wasn't faking it, and he had bars,
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
It's probably not your type of rap, but like, have you ever heard of Saucy Santana?
No.
You know who the City Girls is?
The City Girls sounds a little bit more familiar, but Saucy Santana, I can't say I've heard.
You done heard some City Girls?
I'm down to get turned on to some shit though, because I'm always looking.
I'm not even because I know it's not finna be your speed for real, probably, but it's just like the vibe. He like a gay dude. He close friends with the City Girls and shit, and he just got a dope wave right now.
See, that's what I want.
Just making like fun music, not necessarily like crazy bars, but just like some fun shit to go to the club and like dance to
like,
type shit.
What's that guy's name? Aaron Lewis, or is that his name? The guy who did the getting hot at the body shop, doing something unholy.
Oh,
yeah.
Is it Sam Smith?
I don't know, but
I don't know who made that shit.
All I know is the motherfucker gay as a $2 bill.
Yeah,
and if that was all there was to be said, that's dope, because that right there's a good prime example of a gay person making good ass fucking music.
Yeah.
The problem is when he goes out of his way to make people talk about him doing the devil thing.
No, I feel that.
Because if you really are a Satanist,
a lot of rappers do that shock shit.
But if you are a Satanist and you're like, that's really about your shit, or you really do want to just Marilyn Manson the game, sure. But I feel like that song was so good that if you would have just gave it like a regular boost first and then maybe controversed it after the views dropped a little bit, it might have worked out a little different, because now I still like the song, but every now and then it just links me to like, because I hate like the reason I don't like what's that one white boy rapper that everybody likes, he gets all political and shit, Tom McDonald. The reason I don't like Tom McDonald is because he is walking clickbait. He doesn't ever try to actually like go like like my music because it's good. He's always just saying some shit that's like controversial to one side or the other.
I feel that. And
you're always gonna generate maybe not like some real likes, but you're gonna generate some controversy. You're gonna get the plays. Yeah. You're gonna get paid, but you're not gonna get the respect.
Yeah.
And I don't know. So whenever I see something that seems gimmicky, I see right through it.
So how you feel about when like when Lil Uzi or like Playboy Cardi do like demonic shit in they sets?
Well, see, like I said, if they're feeding into it and they know, because I'm not religious, I don't really care, and I actually like it when people stick it to religion in a way that's like not respectful but classy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when it comes to like artists going out of their way only to do that because they know it's going to garner a reaction, I don't respect it. You know what I'm saying? To each his own. But if you really were, like, if I looked into it and like, somebody had some breakdown video of your tattoos and just, I don't know, motherfuckers really get into Satan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, if that was your thing, I'd respect it. But if I know that you really aren't, you're just, you're fishing for reactions, I ain't feeding into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll let it happen, but I'm not gonna like go out of my way to grab it.
I feel it.
I really enjoy people that like don't really try. You know what I'm saying? Like not, you know what I mean? Like, they just know their shit's good.
Yeah. And
they just put it out there, and you're like, you're right, shit's good, and you listen to it.
Yeah.
Hey, like Adele, right? Dude, fucking fire ass vocals, bro. Yeah. The woman got a fucking pair of pipes on her.
Crazy.
And then when she went through all that crazy shit, when she lost all that weight and the internet wanted to cancel her for, like, being healthy and shit, part of me is like, yeah, I get it. Losing a mascot sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't think of a time when I've lost one, but You know, if you had somebody that really represented your cause and was like the shining example, and then all of a sudden they're healthy and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
But it's like, did she make herself a mascot? Or did
Right,
they make her
a mascot. They made her a mascot. She just was living her life.
Exactly.
And she got enough money to eat healthy and do her thing, and then people got mad at her. It's like, come on, bro. It's like Cardi B. Everybody started going off on her, or not going off on her, but like making fun of her because that one titty leak picture came out, and they're all like, oh, we got big ass areolas. Bitch, I got 9 kids. Fucking, that's what titties do.
Right.
Like, if I still had some little tiny motherfucker, we'd be talking about some plastic surgery up in this bitch. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can respect that. I can get jiggy with that, you know? Okay. But I got a problem with Nicki Minaj. Have you ever seen pictures of her before she got all the shits? She was just fine, bro. She didn't need none of that shit. She didn't need none of it. The booty, maybe, who knows? I didn't see that.
I'm not gonna say no bad words against Nicki Minaj because I don't ever want him to come back against me. She
hard
or
though.
break a female rapper. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, no, Nicki Minaj is hard though. Like
she tough. I've been low key going back and listening to old Nicki because I ain't gonna lie. I went through a phase where I was kind of a little bit of like, not a hater, but just like...
Just wasn't on your radar.
Yeah. And it's like, I be going back and listening to that shit, and I'm like, damn, this shit low-key was hard. Like, of course, I like the Monster verse and, like, Itty Bitty Piggy and that shit. She got some hard shit, bro.
You know who I didn't really care about. Not that I didn't like, but I didn't give a fuck at first, but now she's, like, my favorite. Like, my spirit animal.
Who?
Doja Cat.
Oh, yeah, she funny as hell.
I fucking love Doja Cat, bro. Like, I want to get her face tattooed on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even because, like, I don't find her attractive. Well, I probably do, but, you know, like, it's not one of those things. She's just so fucking talented. Like, her music is so fun to listen to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just enjoy it. Same thing with Tones and I.
I don't know if
Dance Monkey. Okay. Well, YouTube.
Here, put me on some.
Yeah, I'm actually not about to play her most famous song, which you should know, Dance Monkey. You should know Dance Monkey. I'm going to play my favorite song from her, but first I'll play the first 5 seconds of Dance Monkey. Because I know you know this song. You're going to know it as soon as you hear the fucking piano.
Take your hand, my dear, and place them both in mine.
Oh, okay, yeah. I done heard this before, yeah.
All right, Bad Child. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and mute us up, and I'm gonna hit you guys with some of these new fucking graphics for this episode. But for all of y'all out there that need some good singing music in your life, there's very few people in the last 10 years that have amounted to my radar. And Jessie Reyes, Melanie Martinez, and Tones and I. They're on my top 3 female singers of the last decade. And this doesn't take anything away from her. Tones and I would be number 3 on that list I just named. But she's fucking great. Check this out.
Dealing with your bullshit now.
God damn it, sorry.
I was the bad child, throwing me away into the background. All my life been putting on a fake smile, sitting on my own.
Yeah, I don't know about playing some YouTubes while we streamings. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Let's not do that no more. Yo, what the fuck? Are we still live? Oh yeah, we live. This shit is tripping, son. Alright, my bad. But yeah, no, we were gonna attempt to do that, but let me reset some stuff right quick. So while I do that, I do have some new shits for you sucker motherfuckers. Check this out. I got some new beats. I got some beats for you. Check this out. Killer Instinct. right, my bad. So, let me put it out for all you motherfuckers out there that be streaming and shit. Do not go to Pexels. Their videos corrupt your fucking your pods, man. Oh yeah, look, we back in fluent motion now, baby. You know what's crazy? This is the fucking first webcam I bought after, when I switched from doing it on the phone. I've bought like 6 of them since then, and they all just go into trash. You know what's crazy is like this one that we're recording on right now. This boy was $30 at Walmart.
Ain't.
This shit right here, that motherfucker was $50 on Amazon. Like even if I wasn't, let me see, hold up. Oh wait, that is normal. Let's go to normal. Hey, where's the normal at? Bam. Yeah, that looks like it should be $20 more, right? Yeah, like, you see the difference here? Like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, what?
Yeah.
Make that make sense to me. I'm just saying. Anyways, I don't know why I went that weird ass rabbit hole. But anyways, so what I do have to honestly say that in this new age, man, there's so many possibilities of people like being up and comers and fucking, just being able to shoot out on from your own. I'm surprised that there ain't more like hit makers that are like, in each city. You know what I'm saying? Because like, all right, for Michigan, you got Detroit, you got Flint, you got Lansing. None of them motherfuckers talk.
Like, what you mean?
Like the famous artists of those respective neighborhoods, they don't go on tour together. They don't do interviews together. They ain't in each other's videos.
Yeah.
There's no, that doesn't make sense to me.
Some of the newer, like, Flint artists, they do be, like, tapping in together.
I'm a little disconnected, so I could be missing it,
So, have you ever heard of, like, YNJ?
Yes, I have actually heard of YNJ.
Like, YNJ and Rio the Young OG.
Rio the
Willie
Young
Ray,
OG, I've either made a beat for him or have opened up
He's so hard.
in the same show with him.
I don't even know Rio, but free Rio. Like, free Rio. That's like one of the coldest Flint rappers, bro.
Yeah, actually, the show I met him at was in the middle of nowhere. It was in a place called Adrian, Michigan.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the thing I remember from that night, obviously, I remember his name because I wasn't even supposed to perform in that show. I showed up as a paid photographer. And my boy that was running the DJ shit, he was like, yo, we got an artist that didn't show up. Tell me you got a set in your email. I'm like, I do. So I performed that set. But on the way home, here's why I remember that shit, because I was exhausted because when I get paid to do something, I try to earn that money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to make sure that we spend like enough time doing physical activities to get the thing done. So I was pretty exhausted at the end of this show from climbing on shit and fucking, bending underneath motherfuckers and getting cool angles and shit. So, I'm sweaty and shit. We driving home and I just throw my head out of the fucking window and I look up into the sky. I'm like, babe, pull the fuck over. She's like, what? Is there something wrong with the car? I'm like, no, pull over. We get out the car. I've never seen so many stars in my life. I mean it. I've never. It's scary how many stars are there. It made the universe look 3-dimensional.
Damn.
Because being from Detroit, when I stepped out of my driveway, I could see fucking Orion and maybe the Big Dipper.
Too bright.
And that's it.
Exactly what you need.
Yeah, that's all you get. You get some like gray haze in the background that stops your view for the rest of the stars. If I go in my driveway right now, it's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But what I saw,
Crazy.
it blew my brains out of my fucking skull. Like, literally, like, if I imagined every brightest dot closer and every small dot farther, it gave the universe this strange 3-dimensional look. In the arm of the galaxy stretched across the sky, visible as fuck.
Damn.
Yeah, and I was just like, dude, what the I didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
I could have just camped there and just watched that shit all night. Yeah, man, Adrian, Michigan. And for any of you motherfuckers ever want to see some stars, that's a spot. You just gotta get to that one spot. You just get to that point where I was at, wherever the fuck it is. Yo, so I didn't ask you while we weren't on live. How was that Rose joint? Was that shit? Was it different?
It was. That bitch was hitting. I ain't gonna lie. That bitch. It was good. It's tobacco free, and I like that. But it still give me like a weird boost to my high.
Yeah, like a little head rush and shit.
Yeah.
All right. You know, I gotta say, you know, I'm a little bit jealous of you working at the dispensary, dog.
Hey, bro, I love it. It's the best job ever.
You know, because I did have that job once, but I worked at the dispensary when it wasn't regulated yet. Everything was still up and you know, fucking. Yeah, there was lots of gray areas, and my boss made sure to exploit every one of them.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, so, you know, you got the luck of, like, getting into the spot when it was already, like, well-established and taken care of, and it's just a McDonald's with weed in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, because motherfuckers be talking about how they hustling. Listen, I'm 100% sure that you move more weight in a day than anybody on the song. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, bro,
real.
you know what's crazy is somewhere in this universe, some corporate log has the evidence to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, I saw more weed on a Tuesday than you did in your whole career.
Okay.
Yeah, but the thing that I'm jealous the most about is, like, when I had the job, at first I was just sweeping floors, and then I was throwing out unruly high motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it turned into bud tending.
Yeah.
But the thing that I found the funnest was when my boss was like, "Yo, intercept the vendors." You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think it's good, then put it on the shelf. If it's not, bro, don't even bother me with it. Like, okay.
See, we don't get to do all that. Like, sometimes we do get samples. Sometimes if a new vendor coming in, you know, they'll be smart and, like, try to give us samples.
Yeah.
When they trying to get on board. But, like, it'd be more so for edibles and stuff like that. Not really for flour like that.
Yeah, I could get that, though. Because, you know, flour, you know, motherfuckers treat that shit like it's their baby.
They do.
You know, but edibles, they kind of like, they just like, okay, I got a good product, but that's not, I just want the money, bruh. So, you know, they break it down and get their shit together. Because, you know, I'm sure making distillate compared to, like, butter, a lot easier to get your money's worth.
Yeah, for sure.
Because butter is so unmeasurable. You can't get an accurate measurement ever.
Yeah.
You know, every time I get, like, weed brownies or weed ice cream or something like that where it's, like, supposed to be not weed, but they just threw it in there.
Yeah.
I never get high.
I feel you.
Ever.
I never used to get high on edibles until I started getting edibles.
And look, this motherfucker, my witness, bro. I'm at her job every motherfucking day, dog, for these fucking things, bro. These stupid ass little fucking things, bro. This little blue package fucks me up every day.
200 milligrams.
Yeah, that's why I be trying to tell motherfuckers, like, all right, so you know that Barracuda bar?
Yeah.
I had that. And I was like, yo, that was really good. And that was really tasty and shit. But it took 20 minutes to eat, bro.
Yes.
For this.
Exactly.
For the same amount that's in this. Hey, look, I'm not trying to sell Foam Moon products or nothing, you know what I'm saying? But let me tell you,
I feel you.
It fits in this package. It's tiny, bro. It's the top of this pop can right here. All right? It takes me about less than that, actually.
Yeah.
It takes me, like, all of 5 seconds to chew it up and swallow it. And I, in the next 20 minutes, are about to ignite into space.
Yeah.
You know, twice a day I do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it takes no effort. And even if I was, like, diabetic, that's not even the most sugar you could take in, you know?
Not at all.
So
It's small.
yeah, so I don't know. Well, when it comes to edibles, I feel that how the vendors will come in and try to win you over because it's not really about the who gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I could take 10 products, they all hit the same, but it's just how it feels for you. Like the gummies, I did like
I ain't
the
gonna
gummies.
lie. Some of them, some vendors do got some real good tasting gummies. Some gummies be like
Just hitting
tasting
different.
like straight weed, and that shit be trash. But you know, some vendors got edibles that taste like candy when you eat them. Bitches.
Mr. X.
Like yeah,
Yeah, y'all Mr. X brand, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I swear, I don't taste anything about that's weed. And then next thing you know, 20 minutes later, I'm fucking like, I have to pull over to the corner and stick my fucking fingers in my neck, make sure I'm not dying.
Yeah, for sure.
But, you know, I feel like the next step is y'all about to have mushrooms on the shelf.
I feel like that's the next thing too. I don't know if I can't speak for the company that I work for, but I do think
Michigan in general, I think it's gonna happen.
That's definitely the next thing that's coming is mushrooms because it's so much like they found so many uses for like health benefits for it, dealing with like depression and like I don't know, like mental illness.
Yeah, anxiety
like,
and PTSD.
All that kind of stuff that they actually using it to treat it with.
I'm honestly thinking I might be due for another cycle trip because we really haven't talked about this much. You know, we've been chatting for a minute, but you know, I don't do psychoactives or psychotropics psychotropics. What am I talking about? Hallucinogenics. I don't do them that often, but every 5 years or so, I like to give myself a reset. And as of lately, death has been really like on my mind, you know. And I've never had to reset for that purpose. It's usually about ego or absence of emotion, and you know, just being caught up in the universe of garbage. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And usually, you know, a good acid trip or a good mushroom trip will make you realize that the universe is a little bigger than your problems, and it makes your problems a little bit more manageable. Right. So I've never taken that path to try to deal with something emotionally, even though I feel like that's what it is for. Yeah. You know, I kind of always taken it as like to deal with myself personality-wise, you know, because I'm sure everybody else feels the same, but I'm a lot to deal with for myself.
I feel you, for sure.
On a regular basis. Yeah. I'm going to actually do one more round of sharing before we get into our third segment right quick. So let's pop on some shit. Can you give us permission to play this track? Can we play this low track?
Yes, sir.
All right, now I need y'all to listen with your earballs. All right, listen. This shit right here. Oh yes, son. If you don't hear this on the radio in the next like 7 or 8 months, we ain't doing our job. Video coming soon.
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
Yeah. Slow. We gonna do it like this. She was puffin' a reefer when I had seen her. I could just drink her, she Aquafina. Had to come greet her, hey, nice to meet ya. Baby, are you taking cause you look like a keeper? Like I just see you over here, I had to say what's up. Do you like to drink? It's 42 up in my cup. And I can get you 1, 2 if you want one, baby. Bring your girls through, y'all can all go crazy. I'm in a different league, girl, please don't try to play me. I ain't one of them niggas you be fucking on the daily. I get in my bag, come on, man, fuck you till you lazy. You like fuck my bitches, I just want you come and lay with me. You ain't even gon' want them other niggas cause they ain't me. They don't keep their word, baby, all them niggas janky. I'll show you the real girl, you gon' up and thank me. I'll show you the real girl, you gon' up and she like you gotta spend a bag on me. You ain't gotta ask, mama, I'ma spend some cash on you. First you gon' brag on me. You colder than my old girl, I would tell the whole world. Give you all your fantasy. Whatever you want, baby, who gon' tell you no, baby? Shawty wish she had me. Cause I'm really that nigga, babe. Don't get in your feelings, babe. My last girl said that I got some issues. The codeine, it make me mean, got crying in all her tissues. She smiling all her pictures, lying all her bitches. She don't want them in the business to tell her that she be tripping. She hate me, then she love me, she be crying through the phone. She block me, then she stalk me, she can't leave my ass alone. Twitter, she independent, but soon as I get up in it, she moaning about how she want it and need me to lift her spirits. Hit it and disappear, I get out here and handle business. Smoking weed on the balcony, contemplate my decisions. Send it emoji kisses to let her know that I miss it. Promise that I'ma make some time to visit. You gotta spend a bag on me. You ain't gotta ask, mama, I'ma spend some cash on you. First you gon' brag on me. You colder than my old girl, I would tell the whole world. Give you all your fantasy. Whatever you want, baby, who gon' tell you no, baby? Shawty wish she had me. Cause I really that nigga, babe. Don't get in your feelings, babe.
Alright, so now this is one of those tracks that I label as a 70-30 track. 70% of me listened to this because the song was good. The 30% of me just listened to this because I just had to keep on hearing it over and over again to make sure that fucking mix was on point. Because like when you, all right, for all of you engineers out there that do every now and then get some gold, you know what I'm saying, get some platinum, you know what I'm saying, get some jewels underneath the microscope. It feels really good to make sure that you lined up all your P's and Q's and that everything fucking sits right. Like, there's nothing more irritating than having a good-ass artist with a good-ass song, and then 3 days later you listen to your mix and you're like, oh, dude, the dubs are too high. Or, dude, I let that transient just slip like that, dude. Where the fuck is the kick? It's hidden. It's hiding underneath the subwoofer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like having those conversations with myself. And you're not saying that all of my work is like, you know, fucking perfection at its finest, but when you listen to something as good as that track that we just listened to, and I tried to find, you know, issues with it, I find them, but I am very, very hard pressed to find something worthy of redoing the track. You know, and that was just my end of it. This motherfucker wrote a goddamn hit. The fuck, dude? Listen, because like, all right, so with songs like that specific style of song, almost every time when you get a track like that, you have a clean ass verse, and then when it comes to the hook, it doesn't really change much. It's either the same exact melody with an extra overdub or so, or some repetitive wordplay. When your hook kicked in, it intensified. Like, it didn't stay on the same mellow track. It sounded like somebody kicked in the electric guitars. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass. Good track. That's just all there is. You know what I'm saying? That's all there is to it.
I appreciate it.
And fucking obviously, you know, like you see the comments. These motherfuckers know what's up. These motherfuckers like good music. Shit, we managed to press out 500 in this bitch tonight. But let me see here. Right? So we got a Hold up. I was going to break into something, but before I do that, I have to catch up on something. So before I do this, I'm going to give you guys a little something. I'm going to give you guys something nobody's ever heard. I haven't even heard this since I recorded it, so I don't think I should even be playing it for you, but I'm pressing play anyway. I ain't changed much since a youngin'. I'm still slinging things, still spitting bars that got your girl on my ding-a-ling. Down to get this paper, I need money, so don't play with me. I'll have your heart skipping like a disc on that laser beam, you asshole. I'm that hoe, physical rap hassle. I manhandle your citadel, made it look like a sandcastle. So who the fuck you think you talking to? Y'all confused, make him prove himself. What you just felt, I split your skull in two. ATM post, hit him up, he'll show you a thing or two. Day and night, say my name wrong, they might just bang with you. On the road to BOG, I can show you a thing or two. You just must be back, I'm dope, they don't wanna come and hang with you. Detroit City, I love you dearly, that was my birthplace. Public school, been a class clown since the first grade. So how that dirt taste? Before you hate me, get to know me. Judging the book by its movie when you know it's different, homie.
Bring it back, do it clean, yeah. Smoke a sack, keep a max, and believe, yeah. Fuck a chill, pop a pill, make a scene, yeah. 50 racks, 100 bags, out my jeans, yeah.
Lost in translations, never the case. Speaking loud and clear. Someone said, bring hip-hop back. I had to volunteer. Dead serious, no comedian, funny guy, running high. If you say my name, that's when you fucking die. I love when guys try to flex when killers never talk. Targets in my eyes, your men are marked. Let the metal spark. Open carry, skate, we carry ratchets, let's compare guns. Russian mob supplies, cops is where they copping theirs from. Air ones with a drop of blood, it's like a piece of art. Feasting on the beats, and when there's beef, we tear the streets apart. Don't even start, we leaving cars you couldn't cop in years. You so broke, you think it's upper ass if you shop at Sears. Lots of peers that were once your brothers, they've been flocking here. Someone said, bring hip-hop back. I had to volunteer. Oops, I said that, but I meant that like a blood oath. I'm on the path to the utmost, so where it stops, who the fuck knows? I'm just saying, bro, we got the bars up on this bitch.
Yeah, you will.
Well, you know, a lot of motherfucking killers in the comments right now. A lot of these motherfuckers right here, they know what the dealio is, and you just, you don't know this yet, but you the new addition, you the new addition to the squad, dog. Hey. Because, dude, all there is in this universe is good music and life. Everything else that isn't good music just factors under life. Bills, good food, kids, you know, celebrations, holidays, funerals, music. None of that has to do with music, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, in every single situation in your life, no matter if you find yourself at a wedding, a funeral, a beach, there's always a song to fit the moment you're in.
Very true.
You know, if you looked at your life like somebody was filming it and every moment of it had to have a soundtrack, that exists.
Yeah.
Every moment has a specific sound to it, you know? Yeah. Give me like one of your most favorite musical experiences, like whether it's like, you know, just like a song you like or a memory you have of a concert or something like that that just brings you back to music.
Look, okay. So, I went to see Beyonce on the Renaissance tour. And people can say what they want to say. That was the best fucking concert I've ever been to in my life, bro. And, like, I done been to a lot of concerts. I've been to a lot of concerts. So, I know a good show when I see one. And it was, like, that level of production, that level of execution. Nobody is doing that on that level, bro.
No, I know exactly what you're saying.
And that shit was just amazing to see. And it's like, I always find shit like that refreshing and like inspiring. That's why I go to festivals all the time. I go to so many concerts because I just find like people performing and watching people execute their craft. I love that shit. It just inspired me.
Well, you know, it's a thing that people don't really notice that they like, and like maybe you might have noticed this, or now that I've said this, it's gonna fuck with your future of listening to shit. But when it comes to live music, humans, at least, our favorite part of it is the human aspect. Matter of fact, that's probably the best part of like why people compare older recordings, like, you know, the 70s and 80s and vinyl and shit like that, is because you had to get it in one take. So usually the mistake stayed if the mistake wasn't super crazy.
Yeah.
But those mistakes made the song. It showed the human error, or the human element, you know?
Yeah.
And to see an artist that usually you hear in digital perfection be on stage, and you know what you said, that is a big factor too. When you go to a show that you paid for and you see your money's worth.
Yeah, bro.
Because I can't imagine you paid anything less than $100 for them tickets.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I paid $81 for my Beyonce tickets. Huh. I'm not gonna lie, I did sit in the back. I was way in the back, but I was there.
Hey, ask your coworker when we sat during that Mudvayne show.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you what, bro. If I was any closer, I would have came with injuries. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
But see, all right, there's another one for you. Matter of fact, like you can talk to a person that you know that we're mutual friends with, and be at the same event, but we don't. I guarantee you, me and him didn't have the same feeling.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he might be able to chime in on this, but I threatened some kids at the show.
Okay.
No, for real, because we picked out our spot like soon as the shit started. You know what I'm saying? Like we in this bitch, and for the whole time, the only thing that was really going on was like there was this super drunk dude that started at the top of the hill, and just threw himself down and belly flopped on the ground, and just like crashed into people at the bottom of the hill like a bowling ball.
What?
Yeah, and the people at the bottom of the hill are getting pissed, but I gave him that look like, unblinking, like hit my chair.
Yeah,
I want you to.
Yeah.
Anyways, so now let me rewind back time, right? Because Mudvayne is the absolute epitome of my favorite music band, group, person, whatever on the planet, just because they've brought me back from the brink of suicide and homicide. I can't say that about anything else. I can't say that I can say that swing music and EDM make me happier or hyper or lift my mood, but Mudvayne has single-handedly stopped me from committing acts of atrocities. All right? So, now let's rewind time back to my first Tech 9 show in 2016 or whatever. And, you know, as a rapper and being one of his, like, most vivid fans, like, I would have fucking headbutted somebody's grandma for tickets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My first show, no matter how I felt bodily or mentally or physically, it was an imperative that I made it to the front row.
Man.
And also, you have to factor in that I was trained diligently by a musical going family. All my uncles, my dad, my fucking mom, everybody's been to uncountable amount of concerts in their life. Yeah. So I got a really early education at, you know, super hardcore hip-hop shows and heavy metal shows about crowd etiquette.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, for instance, for all you fucking losers out there that shows that don't know this, but if you're in a mosh pit and a fellow mosher goes down, you don't step on them, you don't stomp them in the fucking head or jump up and down on their ribs.
Oh my God.
You put up a fucking barrier and fucking pick them up and shove them back into the frame. All right. So now another thing that maybe this isn't in the top 10 rules, but my uncle taught me that if you ever do make it to the front, and you know, if you're comfortable with your sexuality and you see a girl or a dude in their, like, in a treacherous position in the front, if you can help them by making a barricade, do it. And you know, I followed that rule at this Tech 9 show. So I mean, in my head, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Army veteran, bro. I am elbowing you in your crotch to get to the front row. So I'm just like, excuse me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, fucking this dude in front of me away from the front. And I just, like, I play the game of patience, bro. I was there for Mayday. I don't even like Mayday. I'm not even saying they're bad, but I literally went there so I can spend their entire show maneuvering to the front.
Yeah, bro.
And I'm talking about one elbow movement at a time.
Yeah, you sound like me a rolling loud.
All of a sudden, I'm at the front, right? Yeah. So, and I find this 93-pound soaking wet chick, and she's just being jostled and smashed into from every corner. So my uncle's instincts kicked in. And, you know, obviously, I'm married. I'm a married man. Y'all know me. I'm a loyal son of a bitch, bro. But I'll tell you what, that chick was the most protected in that front row. So I grabbed the bar next door and the bar next door, and I fucking held that shit for dear life. And everybody around me smashing into me. Right now, here's the fun part. Now I have never been religious. I went to, you know, public or you know, Catholic school and shit when I was a kid. I've never felt a religious experience ever in my life. I've never felt God. All right, I felt like I was standing in front of Jesus, and I knew who Jesus was. Like, I read the Bible, and I was very aware of his works. And I'm looking at him saying the words that he wrote in that book that I valued so much, right in front of me. That's what I felt like. It was the most religious experience I've ever had. Because music is my religion, you know? There is the god of hip-hop, in my opinion, right there, fucking spitting my favorite songs. So, this dude kept on smacking into me, and almost trying to, like, knock this bitch off of the front row. And I'm just like, all right, bro. And you know, it's too loud to say anything, but in my head, I'm like, you got one more fucking time, bro. Your hips hit me one more time. I practiced Kokuryu Ninjutsu for 6 years. All right? So I waited for it, bro. I felt his shoulder pivot where he is cocking his hip back, and as soon as he did, I moved out of the way and put my elbow in front of him, and he disappeared into the crowd.
Yeah.
Dude, they ate him, bro. He is gone. He was in the back row by the end of it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, one more time, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Your ass gone, son.
Yeah.
All right, now let's fast forward to just a couple weeks ago. Me and AJ, right? CJ. Me and CJ, I talked to him, you know, the day of or the day before. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm going to the fucking thing. He's like, I'm going to that thing too. I'm like, we gonna see each other. Like, no doubt about it. We gonna see each other. Here's how it went, right? We're sitting here this whole time. And I'm like, dude, I wonder where fucking my man's is, bro. I wonder where fucking CJ is. He said he was going to be here, and he said he was going to be on the lawn. As soon as I said that, I looked right to my right, like 90-degree angle, throw a fucking empty pop bottle and hit him. I literally saw his dreads hanging, and I went and tapped him on the shoulder, and he was like, he turned around, I'm like, what's up? I gave him like a big-ass white boy hug and everything, bro. But anyways, you know, so he was like, hey, bro, fucking hold down the spot. I'm going to go fucking with my girl and go grab something, and we going to smoke when we get back. I'm like, I like the sound of that, my friend. So anyways, Mudvayne finally comes on. Now, let me tell you that, like I said, I'm in a religious experience right now. I'm 100% sure that nobody around me knew as many lyrics to the songs as I did.
Yeah.
Because I knew every lyric to every song that played, and I said them all at the same volume as them.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? I left there and I couldn't talk. But anyways, there came a point where, you know, Mr. Fucking fall down the fucking slope guy collected a group of people that were also drunkenly throwing themselves down the slope. Well, they eventually stop, and they decide to stop right where they're obstructing my view. So I, from my seat, which is like about 6 feet from behind them, I'm like, yo, hey, I'm gonna need y'all to get up out the way.
Yeah.
Hey, I will drop kick you. Get out the fucking way. Time number 3, I just went up to them and tapped my mans on the shoulder. I was like, hey, I'm gonna need you to get right the fuck up out of the way.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, my bad. And they actually just completely disappeared from that entire area.
Got scared.
I don't think I meant to sound as how I truly felt in my voice. Because, you don't understand how easy it is to kill you with my favorite murder music being played live. Like, the soundtrack to your death is being played behind you.
Death at Pine Knob.
I'm telling you, bro, I will kick your chest through your back. Okay? I will disembowel you in front of this crowd, and I will get cheers for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we will bathe in your blood tonight. I'm going to need you to take eight steps to the right. Oh shit! But hey, man,
You're in danger.
Hey, look, I really, truly, honestly hope that one day I can make an impact like that. I hope that one day I have somebody that wants to hear my bars so hard that they might punch the person in front of me if they interrupt me.
Man,
that shit right there makes me live, bro.
Yeah.
Because, dude, suicide is a real shit. You know what I'm saying? Depression's a bad motherfucker, bro, and some people just don't have it all in them to hang on.
Yeah.
But some of the things that keep me ticking are music. Just knowing that if I died right now, I'd never know if Mudvayne came out with another album. I'm just saying, shit like that,
I'm sorry.
Sequels to movies, the next season to your favorite television show, the next iteration to your game. You know what I'm saying? Those things keep me alive.
I feel that.
Obviously, my kids and my wife and shit. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, life, and I know this now. I used to think that it was a fairy tale. But I know this now. Life can get so hard that you know that there's only 2 options. Quit or fucking just take it and see how far you can go.
Yeah.
And most of us end up with option 2.
Yeah.
Because, dude, I mean, I can't imagine you had, a silver spoon-fed life, living in luxury your whole life. You from Michigan just like me.
Not at all. Not even close.
Shit. All right, so actually, look, I did write this down. I think I saved it. I want to pull up the exact question the way I phrased it. Okay. So give me an example of happiness and hard times, a memory that transcended the moment.
Man, so when I was 13, my favorite uncle in the world died. Rest in peace, Uncle Chuck. My favorite. We were super close. And so, like I said, I come from a musical family. So we used to perform, and we were performing at church one time as a family. And it was maybe a week after he died. And it was he was supposed to be in the performance. And it was I remember the day after he died, maybe, or a couple days after us literally at my uncle's house practicing, performing, and then us going and performing at the church. And it's I love being on the stage so much that it's no matter where I'm at, if I'm performing, I'm happy, bro. Because I feel that's my true calling. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. So when I'm performing, I feel I'm walking in my purpose. You know what I'm saying? No matter where I'm at.
You literally are making solid one of my most favorite arguments towards performing.
Yeah.
I really truly think that there's only 2 types of performers. There's the person that gets on stage and they feel a little out of place and nervous and judged.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the person that gets on stage and they realize this is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, I was born to be there.
Now, I'm not saying that the second one doesn't come without them little nervous feelings every now and then. Because I've performed on Harpo's, at Harpo's. You know how many of my favorite artists I've tried to slap their shoes on that stage? You know what I'm saying? And then I'm standing there and I realize that if I jump from here, I'm going to die. You don't think that from the crowd. You know what I'm saying? You're damn, that is pretty high up there. But when you get up there and you realize that if there isn't cushion to land on, I will have to go to the hospital if I jump off the stage.
Yeah.
Because, one thing that all right, so I've performed at St. Andrews and Harpo's, but them are My top 3, I've performed at 2 of them. My number 1, I still haven't got it yet, but it's coming, bro. Because it has to. The Fillmore.
Hey, you my type of guy, bro. That's my favorite venue as well. It's
The
nothing
ceiling.
like the concert here, bro.
Just the ceiling. Because, I've been on the general admission floor, and I've been in the balconies. And now that I've been in the balconies, I actually prefer the balcony.
Really?
Yeah, first of all, because I can sit.
I feel it.
Second of all, because the ceiling is amazing, and in between acts, when you really, if you already got all your smokes and all your drinks and all your shit, you really just sitting there listening to the garbage ass intermission tracks,
right?
So, but the ceiling is such a piece of art that from every angle you look at it is another conversation. Third of all, every single angle that I've ever been at that place, you have a clear view of the stage. Whoever designed the place was really good at that.
Yeah.
Now, St. Andrews, I got lucky. I guess white privilege or whatever you want to call it. So my cousin Violet used to work security there for a decade. So she got me in. You know what I'm saying? She basically finagled it to get me on shows that were already playing that didn't have a full roster.
That's dope, though.
Yeah, so sometimes I had
dope.
to pay, but I would get tickets that would make double what I paid for. And sometimes it'd be so last minute, they're like, please come perform.
Yeah. That's dope, bro.
Yeah, man, but the first time I performed at Harpo's was a completely empty building. It was on Valentine's Day opening up for Young Jock. It's going down!
That's so funny. Young Jock.
Young Jock, bro.
We in the club.
We in the club. It's going down. But that is a genre. I could mark that as the era when music started to make its decline, in my opinion.
Bro, that shit was fun, bro.
I
will say it's not lyrical. It's not about bars, but that shit
was fun.
It's about the feeling you get when you listen to that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Holiday Inn.
Great time.
Holiday Inn. Is there ever a time when that song isn't fun?
Oh,
who you with? Chilling with a bunch of my friends. Where you at? Chilling at the Holiday Inn. Or what was Jaquan's song? What was his? How do I know his name but not his song?
Bro.
That's crazy. Jaquan, he had a fucking stupid famous track. It was every fucking day it played. Hold on, we're gonna find out. Even if I don't play it, Jaquan was it Q? Yeah.
KWON.
There we go. Jaquan, that's him.
Okay, so it was Tipsy. I was tripping.
Yeah, Tipsy.
I don't know why in my head I'm like Chingy said son Tipsy, but I don't know.
Or you remember Gorilla Zoe?
Yeah.
Echo, that was my shit, bro. So, all right, remember I asked you that memory, like the where were you when you heard it? I actually have one of those. Like, it's a very specific memory and it's very weird, but it just hits me in a weird way. So, do you guys remember when TLC came out with that song that everybody nowadays considers a classic? It's been sang in multiple different movies. Under the Waterfall or something like that.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Yeah. So I remember when that song came out because I was not a big fan of it at first because I had heard it for weeks prior. But I remember one specific memory where a couple blocks down from my house was King Coin Laundry, and we'd go there to do our 10,000 loads. And my job was pretty much bring a bunch of baskets and unload the clothes and bring them in. And after that, I was Mr. Fuckboy. Nobody gave a fuck what I was doing. Mm-hmm. So I was in Mama's big 1997 fucking giant van. Not the minivan, the real boy. Yeah. That like hide 20 people to go to the motherfucking drive-ins van. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyways, so I'm sitting out in the parking lot, and I remember that song came on, and it was the first time that I've heard it that I've actually like... I just fell into it. And I was like, okay, I see why people like this song now. It's just got like a vibe. It feels like you're floating. You know what I'm saying? Like genuine pony.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
bro.
it's just one of those songs that just makes you want to flex your abs and do some. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what I'm doing, but give me 10 minutes in that song, bro, and I might figure some shit out, bro.
Right.
Hey, how the hell we get 825 views and we only got 3 right now? Y'all need to start sharing, you dirty cocksucking bastards. No, I'm just kidding. No, all 3 of y'all are my favorite, bro. That's why y'all mamas make the... Or most of your mama's probably dead, but your grandma, she's still alive. She outlived your mom, and she makes some damn good cookies, bro. I'm gonna need you to hold back on that sugar though, on that raisin cookie recipe. That's what we brought up in the beginning.
He's still hating on the raisin cookies.
No, actually, you know what's fucked up is I love raisin cookies, but it's just the first thing that pops up when I think about grandmas. I just think about grandmas making raisin cookies. All right, now I got a question for my comments, which we will answer too, but what is your family heirloom food? What is the one thing that, like, your family makes specifically better than everybody else? Or, like, that thing that would be on your, like, last meal list?
My family is probably gumbo.
Gumbo?
I got Creole cousins.
Oh, that good old Louisiana,
Yeah.
right? Mm-hmm. Because I know Creole and French is a mixture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it's like Bayou French.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I didn't know that was a thing until King of the Hill.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my dog. What's his name? Bill Dotree. Hey, let me. Hold up, we got tamales, of course, because of course somebody in Diesel's family makes fucking bomb ass tamales. Man, I'm disowning you, bro. we was never friends. How come who the fuck made these tamales, and were they alive when we were hanging out? Because dog, I'm ready to box, man. I wanted some tamales, bro. I love tamales. They're just like my top 10 favorite foods. Oh my god, I love her. Yo, we fam now, baby. All right. I guess, gang. But hey, shit, you already know what's up, bro. Follow this motherfucker Leaux. Well, dude, do you have a YouTube yet?
I don't yet.
We getting her together, motherfucker. Listen. By this time next year, this motherfucker gonna be so established, bro. It's gonna be over. We gonna give her all the tricks of the trade. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's available, we about to make that shit happen, bro.
I appreciate it.
I need everybody in the comments right now to drop a hashtag bars, and we gonna get some shit popping. My mom and grandma were teaching Autumn this year, bro. Diesel. I gotta honestly say, bro, I don't know where she got it from. You got a gorgeous daughter. I don't know where she got it from, because you is ugly as fuck. No, I'm just kidding. No, for real though. No, man, I'm super proud. Proud is the word. Yeah, I'm super proud to see that. Fucking you and Autumn have really kicked it off, man, because back in the day it wasn't strained as much as, you know, most people's relationships, but it was definitely hard. It definitely looked difficult from an outsider's view. And when I see pictures of you guys nowadays, man, it warms my heart, brings tears to my eyes. But that's because I'm a little bitch, though. You know what I'm saying? All right, now I got another one for Leaux, though. Because I seen one hashtag bars, so we might have to move into some bars. But I have to honestly ask this question. What was the last actually good movie you got emotional on?
Can I tell you something crazy?
Shit.
I'm going to sound like a psychopath when I say this, but I do not cry for movies or TV shows.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? You know how I know you're not a psychopath? Because it's the opposite for me.
Really?
Real life. I've identified my mom's dead body. Countless deaths. Countless tragedies. Never cried. None of it affects me. But when I watched Click, when all the movie happened, and at the end he kind of like fast forwarded too far, yeah, and now he's like having a heart attack chasing after his wife and shit. Yeah, I cried like a little bitch, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like a stuffed pig, bro. Yeah. All right,
that was a sad movie.
The movie The Warrior with the two brothers, alcoholic dad, mom dies of cancer. The two brothers split up. One goes to the military. The other one becomes a teacher. They both keep up with martial arts. Military brother comes back AWOL, but a hero amongst his friends. Mm-hmm. And both brothers are talented in martial arts. And both of brothers, by chance of life, get a chance in the UFC and by chance fight each other. Mm. But there is a scene that, like, I don't care if I don't have the whole context. I can still watch it right now, and I will cry like a little bitch.
Yeah.
All right, so the context is the dad was a piece of shit back in the Disney, but since all this shit has happened, he's noticed that, changed his whole life around, and for the last 20 years has basically done everything but kill himself to, you know, reprimand for his past transgressions.
Yeah.
Brother comes home and he kind of just shows up on his porch. He's like, "Hey, you fucking old son of a bitch, what's up, bro? Yeah, I'm back. Let me get a place to live and shit. All right, cool. All right, yeah. You know, go fuck yourself. But I need somewhere to train." You know, so like just completely treated his dad like dog shit, even though his dad the entire time tried to do the good thing.
Yeah. Come
to the night of UFC, about to fight in the championship, and you know, my man's just sitting there fucking. You know, just racking the machine. And the dad comes up and he's like, "Hey man, you got a big fight tomorrow. I'm gonna need you to." He just hits him in the cup with the face with a cup full of change. He's like, "I don't need to hear what you gotta say, you old drunk fucking piece of shit.
Damn.
Get the fuck out of my face, motherfucker." And he did.
Well,
he went back up to his room and broke his sobriety after 30 years.
Damn.
Yeah, and you just saw like a trail of liquor bottles, like little like one-shotters from the hotel, leading to drunken him swinging in the air and shit, bro. I was crying like a little bitch, bro. I couldn't hold back the fucking tears, man. But also, with that being said, every now and then in movies, I get this weird headache, like that. I don't want to cry headache.
Oh,
you ever got that one at least?
Like.
You feel no. I feel it.
Cry.
No. It's like a dagger between the eyeballs. Like I can't remember what it was, but I just watched something just the other day. It might have been The Whale or something like that. And it was just like, oh, it's so hard not to cry. Then it gives you a headache.
You watching emotional enough movies or something, bro. I don't know.
I think it's just as I get older, because back in the day, bro, I could just watch fucking Traces of Death and eat spaghetti.
Yeah.
It seems like the older I get, well, you know, I lost my little brother, and, you know, I guess things you do eventually, you know, wear on you.
I feel that. Start hitting harder.
Yeah, things hit a little different after a while, you know, so maybe some of those movies now have a different flavor, you know.
I feel it.
That's the big reason I moved from Detroit. Oh, y'all know this, but, you know, just I never had no really terrible bad memories. You know, I've been fucked up. I had 2nd and 3rd degree burns, fucking got shot, got stabbed, but never once in my life did I ever feel like completely, you know, I don't know, like I given up. You know what I'm saying? Like like Detroit's got me.
Yeah.
It wasn't until my little brother passed and all like the good memories turned into like, I remember that place.
Yeah.
And not like the memory, like just 5 years before that, like, dog, me and my brothers, blah, 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 blah. Like, yeah, I remember that place. Yeah, there was a time when I had fun there. You know, so it turns into like, well, what am I still connected to here around here? The drugs, the guns, the gangs, you know? Because eventually the shit just kind of gets old.
Yeah.
You know, like the noise.
Grow up.
Not even just grow up, because I still like drama. But I like it when it's really far away from me.
I feel you. That's the difference, though. That is growth.
I guess so. Because, you know, we used to have a saying on my block is, who needs pay-per-view when you got Plainview? Because I lived on Plainview and Evergreen. And, never a dull day in the life, bro. I mean, one of my favorite memories of living on Plainview. And a perfect example of who needs pay-per-view. So, you guys know I'm a smoker, and you guys know what it's like in the first thing in the morning when you gotta fucking light that cigarette up. Everybody in the house was sleeping, and I knew I was about to cough my ass off, so I took my ass out on the porch. And goddamn, thank God I did, because I would have got to witness this awesomeness.
Oh, yeah.
So, here's what I heard up until this point afterwards. My next door neighbors, they fought a lot. So, here's how it went. These neighbors sold heroin. These neighbors didn't do heroin, but hung out with a lot of heroin addicts.
Yeah.
These neighbors let their niece hang out with these neighbors. These neighbors let her do heroin they bought from these neighbors. They sold their own niece heroin that she died from.
Oh, she died?
She died from. So they shot each other up, and my house was in between.
Damn.
You know, so I was never like, I hope they all get AIDS and get hit by a fucking roller coaster, but I was always like, dude, if anything happens to y'all, I'm gonna eat popcorn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's fucking crazy.
Here we are. So I'm sitting on my fucking porch, and the brother and sister that are usually always like separately, they're fucking fun to talk to. Together, it's dog water. Anyways, so they've already had like an entire 2-hour argument, and which led to them going and committing 2 separate crimes. In that 2 different sets of police were there for 2 different reasons.
Oh my gosh.
So, anyways, so Vanna, she's 17-year-old, super like manly lesbian girl, and she didn't like just do it. She really had to like start fist fights with motherfucking dudes and
to prove her.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, way beyond just do your shit, do your thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So she was one of those motherfuckers that had to always take it to the next level. Mm-hmm. So as soon as the police handcuffed her, I knew shit was going down.
Yeah.
So my cigarette went out and I stayed on the porch. I'm like, fuck it, I'm watching this shit.
Yeah.
So about a half an hour later, they think everything's okay. I know better. So they're trying to talk to the brother, which is actually being pretty reasonable for once. You know what I'm saying? And they they having a conversation, and my man looks like he was about to go in the house. But Vanna fucking gets, I don't know why I'm saying her name. I'm going to get her in trouble. The V lady gets on her back and just starts fucking like drop kicking the cop's window, and it shatters. And then she sticks her head out and starts talking shit to her brother. And the cops are just like, what the fuck? Right? And now the next thing that happens is just, it's movie worthy, bro. So she fucking worms her way out of the back window, flops onto the ground, gets up, and the way she gets up is almost like a cartoon. Like, you saw me do it. I'm not. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? And so they do. So she starts running, and the cops start chasing her. And instead of like running in a linear path towards freedom, she just does like a figure 8 and gets tackled on my lawn. I'm dead serious. 3 cops picked her up like 9 feet in the air and slammed her on her back. God. I'm just like, oh shit. Mm-mm. Yeah, dude, that was my morning, bro. Yeah, so don't get me wrong. Sometimes I miss that shit. Yeah. But I kind of enjoy walking out my front door and not even noticing I have neighbors more.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, man, that's, there's pros and cons to everything, bro. And for some of you motherfuckers out there that live in different states, shit is really different in different states. Because here, you would, from an outsider's perspective, you'd be like Detroit. But it's really like Detroit, Westland, Novi, fucking Ypsilanti, Inkster. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's differing levels of danger. Yeah,
for real.
And sometimes those dangers mix. Yo, what's up? But hold up. We're about to run a quick little intermission right quick. We'll be right back. We'll be white-black for all of you fucking racist fucks out there. Check this out. Symmetry, baby. Alright, you fucking ugly bastards. If you listen to 8 bars of that beat, something's wrong with you. No, for real though. So, first time, motherfucking pleasure, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the fact that I see this motherfucker every day, you could probably count on it that this ain't gonna be the only one You know what I'm saying?
For
There's gonna be more
For sure.
Cthulhu Caverns featuring Leaux. You know what I'm saying? Listen to that track though. Matter of fact, we about to close this bitch with her track. You know what I'm saying? So y'all motherfuckers out there, get ready, because as soon as this hits Spotify, I'm gonna need y'all to put this on repeat. You know what I'm saying? That's all there is to it. And if you don't, you're gonna get cancer. All right, maybe not that. You'll probably get AIDS or something.
Oh my god.
All right, but check it out.
Yeah. Slow. We gonna do it like this. She was puffin' a reefer when I had seen her. I could just drink her, she Aquafina. Had to come greet her, hey, nice to meet ya. Baby, are you taking, cause you look like a keeper. Like I just see you over here, I had to say what's up. Do you like to drink? It's 42 up in my cup. And I can get you 1, 2 if you want one, baby. Bring your girls through, y'all can all go crazy. I'm in a different league, girl, please don't try to play me. I ain't one of them niggas you be fucking on the daily. I get in my back, come on, man, fuck you till you lazy. You like fuck my bitches, I just want you come and lay with me. You ain't even gon' want them other niggas cause they ain't me. They don't keep their word, baby, all them niggas janky. I'll show you the real girl, you gon' up and thank me. I'll show you the real girl, you gon' up and she like you gotta spend a bag on me. You ain't gotta ask, mama, I'ma spend some cash on you. But you gon' brag on me. You colder than my old girl, I would tell the whole world. You are your fantasy. Whatever you want, baby, who gon' tell you no, baby? Shorty wish she had me. Cause I'm really that nigga, babe. Don't get in your feelings, babe. My last girl said that I got some issues. The codeine, it make me mean, got crying and all the tissues. She smiling all her pictures, lying all her bitches. She don't want them in the business to tell her that she be tripping. She hate me, then she love me, she be crying through the phone. She block me, then she stalk me, she can't leave my ass alone. Twitter, she independent, but soon as I get up in it, she moaning about how she want it and need me to lift her spirits. Hit it and disappear, I get out here and handle business. Smoking weed on the balcony, contemplate my decisions. Send it emoji kisses to let her know that I miss it. Promise that I'ma make some time to visit. You gotta spend a bag on me. You ain't gotta ask, mama, I'ma spend some cash on you. But you gon' brag on me. You colder than my old girl, I would tell the whole world.